There we go. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense. As you can see,
Thank God you can't.
we kill that. Hey, we kill that light right there. As you can see, I am solo. Apparently, Jeff's hamsters have died, and what? No, it's a joke, buddy.
Did we keep on the bathroom light?
What?
Did we keep on the bathroom?
No, that's fine. It's fine. Apparently, Jeff's hamsters have died. He has no power, and his gerbils died, so he has no internet. So, we are Jeffless, but I'm Glick, and this is Nonsensical Nonsense. We'll try to push through without him. Kind of killed some of my plans I had for tonight. God damn it. But if you're not already, go ahead and check out our social medias. Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. You can hang out with us live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturday. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You guys get in the chatter's box, shoot the shit with us. We always enjoy that engagement with you guys and interactions. And if you can't join us live and you just want to listen to us whenever at your leisure, you can do that by listening wherever you listen to podcasts at, like Zencaster, Spotify, anywhere and everywhere. All at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. Or you can go to bio.link/nonsensical nonsense. And that's going to have all those links there for you. Not only that, but it's also going to have the links for our sponsors like W Energy, Liquid IV, and Zencaster. If you're a fellow streamer and or podcaster, you can check those out as well. Anywho, happy Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. We haven't seen y'all since Saturday. Sorry. I'm fighting something, probably COVID. I don't know. Probably the pneumonia. I don't know. Probably bird flu. I don't know. I'm no fucking expert. But I'm battling something. And it's been kicking my ass. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice or not. But, whoa, easy there. Easy there. Let's close this. There we go. So Monday I just was kind of feeling a little just straight ass, and took the night off, no pressure. So I took the night off Monday, kind of hung out around the house, watched a little TV with the youngins and whatnot. The oldest and Nikki went shopping for Christmas, so me and my boys just kind of hung out and watched TV, watched wrestling for the first time in a long time. I watched a full episode of Raw. He was asking me a lot of questions I didn't have answers to because I haven't been watching it. Jeff literally sent me a message right before I started the show. Apparently they got some, the wind is blowing the wrong direction. I don't know. They got some sprinkles on the ground, and because Jeff lives in a third world country, the power's out. So, anywho, look what I found, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let me hold that the right way there for you. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this, but the old garage beer. I was talking about wanting to get it and try it. Yeah, that don't really help with the glare at all. Garage beer. This is an Ohio-based company. And I've been wanting to try it. I keep forgetting it. It is a light beer. Classic small batch brewed light beer. It is only 4%. A lot lower than what I'm used to. 95 calories. And 4 grams of carbs. But I want to check it out because it is a locally brewed company here in Ohio. And as I said, I like to support the local businesses. I always have been. I'm hoping this is good beer because if it is good beer, I'm going to reach out to them and be like, hey, what's up, guys? But on the side of the can, they got like their story. Like every company puts their story on the side of the can. It says, "This is the side of the can where beer brands tell their story." But we thought you'd rather just drink beer with your buddies. Garage beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients. But what makes it great are the times we get to crack a few with our best friends. Keep it light and cheers. So I've been shaking that one out. Let me grab this one. I'm going to go ahead and try this for the first time with you guys. A little pint. I'm hoping it's good. I'm really hoping it's good. I got really high expectations. So smells like beer. That is a damn good beer right there. That is a damn good beer. Garage beer, huh? That is tasty. I ain't mad at that. They also do have a lime beer. Trying to pull up their. Here we go. Pull up their. Yes, I'm plenty old enough to drink. They have the classic, which is this one. They have a lime, and those are the two flavors that they have right now. It looks like small batch, smooth drinking. I like it. Oh, they're based out of Columbus, Ohio, right down the road from me. All right. I didn't know that they were that close. I was thinking that they were going to be somewhere like Southern Ohio, Northern Ohio, a couple hours away, but they're literally right down the road from me, about half hour, 45 minutes. Nice. Good beer. Cheers, guys. Now, I don't think I'm going to start drinking these full time, but I'm going to start drinking them. They don't math well with my beer economics at the end of the day. So I need you guys to put out the 12 ounce or the 16 ounce 12 packs. Make them around the same price as Miller Lite. You got that, Garage Beer? Greatly appreciate it. I'll push your product. You work with my beer economics. At the end of the day, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Anywho, clearly, Jeff doesn't know that he can use his phone to get on here if he can message me. But anyways, so since Jeff is not here and I'm running this by myself, I wanted to do this Monday. Didn't get a chance to. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to dive into it a little bit tonight. Obviously, it's Wednesday. We're almost into week 15 at this point in the NFL. We know who the winners and the losers. And all that is. However, what I wanted to talk about with the NFL, hey, my Browns are now 8-5. Second place in the AFC North. And the first place in the wild card. So let's go Browns. After Sunday's games, now we've been saying this a lot. I've been saying this a lot. A lot of people have been. Now the players are finally coming out. There was a lot of botched calls. Calls that are costing games at this point now, as we found out against Kansas City and Buffalo. And I know Buffalo fans, y'all are excited because you beat Kansas. Well, congratulations. You didn't beat Kansas. You lost to Kansas. The referee saved your ass and bailed you out. That's the only reason you got that cheap-ass victory. Y'all should be at 6-7 right now. I'm not saying anything negative towards the Buffalo Bills. I like the Buffalo Bills, but the facts is the facts. But not to mention, as you watch games, you see a lot of blatant holding, hands to the face, pass interference calls that are not being called anymore like they used to be or like they should be. And then you're getting a bunch of these weird ass calls, like I said the week prior when I said they called Joel Patino on an offsides for moving the ball forward. Well, he's a fucking tackle, not a center, so he wasn't even touching the ball. But the players are finally coming out. Patrick Mahomes lost his fucking mind on the sidelines. I thought he was going to kill a referee if he could have got his hands on one. Myles Garrett came out and spoke on the referees about during the Jacksonville game, him constantly being held and his helmet being yanked on and face mask. And at one point in time, he said, "My arm looks like a fucking cat attacked me because of the Jacksonville Jaguars grabbing a hold of him and digging their fingers into his arm to hold him and shit like that, and grabbing into jerseys and everything else." So here's the question that I want to ask. Do you think this is intentional? I mean, now that because the officiating has been bad for the last several seasons, but it seems like really bad. And some of these calls are changing games. They are absolutely 100% changing games. I seen it live and in person when Nikki and I went to Pittsburgh. Cleveland manhandled Pittsburgh. Defense did whatever they wanted. Somehow walked out there with an L because in the final drive they didn't call an offsides. They didn't call a face mask or personal foul when Deshaun Watson got his face mask grabbed. And then when a ref was standing less than 3 feet away from the last play of the game for the Cleveland Browns, blatant pass interference, blatant holding, everything, and the referee pretended like he didn't see a damn thing. Completely changed the outcome of the game because the Browns were driving. They were in field goal range. The field goal would have won them the game, let alone a touchdown, and they would have put a touchdown on the board with ease. Instead, they're going back, and now the NFL is going back and watching replays of the games, and they're fining players for bad, calls that didn't happen or blatantly bad calls. Guys are getting fines for roughing the passer and shit like that. Why are we not calling roughing the passer during the game? And I think a lot of it has to do with I'd like to gamble as much as everybody else, but now that Vegas has got their grubby little hands in football, I think the conspiracy theories are starting to come true about the NFL. That it's all rigged, it's scripted, and I don't like it as a football fan. I'm not saying it is. It just really kind of seems that way anymore because it's just some of this stuff is just blatant. And I'm watching games with teams that I don't even care about. And I'm getting pissed off and aggravated and annoyed with watching them, because as a casual, I'm not a casual fan, but as a fan of the game, I can sit there and do a better job officiating a ball game than these fucking refs are. You can't say they're not seeing the plays because they're happening right in front of their goddamn faces. Unless they're 100% fucking blind, then in that case, it's time to fire them and get new ones. And that's basically what the NFL these players are coming out now. They're speaking out on these refs, and that's what they're saying. They're saying that they need to be held accountable. They need to be held accountable, or they need to be gone. Because who's going to want to watch football that's fucking rigged? I mean, I can just go play Madden on my Xbox, and I know the outcome of every game before I ever even play it, just because I can simply throw it on rookie, and I can just beat the hell out of everybody. I mean, at that point in time, the game would be more enjoyable than real life football. If it just seems more and more rigged every day. It's getting ridiculous, y'all. It's getting ridiculous. But what the hell do I know? I'm nobody important. I'm just a guy that enjoys the sport and plays a little fantasy football and gets mad when his players don't perform. like it's their fault, you know. I mean, in some cases it is. Yeah, I want to say thanks a lot to fucking Tyreek Hill. So you could have played Monday. I don't know why you weren't out there on the field playing, getting your normal 30, 40 fucking points a game. That would have been really beneficial to me if you had done that. Not because I had you on my team, but you could have handed somebody an L and maybe stuck me into the playoffs. But nope, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right, Miami. That's all right, Tyreek Hill. I'll sit out the playoffs this year, I guess, in one league. I'm in 3 leagues, 4 leagues, something like that. I made the playoffs in all of it except one, so it's all good. It's all good. I'd also like to propose a question to our Ohio State Buckeye fans. What is going on in Columbus that is causing a mass exodus with the Ohio State with the Buckeyes? Everybody is entering the transfer portal. Everybody's getting the hell out of Dodge. What's going on up there? Sounds like some shady business is about to pop up after that little fucking snitch Ryan Day went to run in tattletale on Harbaugh and nothing came of it. But now everybody's starting to get the hell out of Dodge while the getting is good. What is that? What is that? What's going on? Just seen Evan Pryor, the running back, he transferred out to Cincinnati. So a lot of craziness going on in the with the transfer portal this season. Man, a lot of those conference championship games were over, man, and that portal was open. A lot of guys on a lot of different programs that were hitting the pavement running. No questions asked. But which is wild because you would think that I mean, I don't know. I never been in that situation. But I would maybe especially if my team was going to a bowl game or something, I kind of want to stick around and at least maybe see if we could win a bowl game. I mean, you're not in the college playoffs, but it's a bowl game nonetheless. What up, Dalty? Actually, I have no idea. I'm just kind of winging it. I got blindsided literally right before I started the show. Jeff's not going to be here. So I'm just kind of winging it. Just got 100% blindsided, man. I guess he's got some thunderstorms or something going on down there. Power's knocked out. No internet. Something. I don't know. Could just be his wife told him he's not allowed to do the podcast tonight. But good to know.
Are you keeping Dado company?
I didn't even know she was back here.
What's she doing?
She must be really mad at you.
She's pissed. I finally heard back from the hotel, by the way.
Which hotel?
West Western in Grove City.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're gonna give me a rate of $71 a night.
Oh, for the wedding stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not bad.
No. I think that was bad at all. That's only $5 more than what I pay for my own rate.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was 60.
I think it was a nice hotel.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much about it, but I think it was nice.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't a murder grape hotel.
No.
Murder grapey hotel.
No.
So Yeah, no. I had some stuff planned, but it would work better if I had Jeff here. Not anything major, but if he gets here tonight, he gets here. If he doesn't, he doesn't. We'll save it for Saturday. Hopefully, he'll be here Saturday. So I'm literally just fucking wanging it. I noticed. And I got to get ours up. Everybody's doing we're coming to the end of the year, and everybody's getting their 2023 wrap ups for like Twitch and YouTube and Spotify and all that. Now, our Spotify this year, or my Spotify this year, is going to be kind of null and void because I literally listened to like 6 or 7 podcasts on there. That's the only reason I use Spotify. I listen to all my music and shit like that on YouTube. But I'm interested. I have not looked at the YouTube or the Twitch wrap up yet. I did that on purpose because I want to kind of wait until I have time to sit down and I'm doing other shit for the show. That way I can kind of get a look at them and share them out on the social medias and maybe put together a little video that I can put on here and share. I'm sure the numbers aren't that impressive, but it's still cool to see. It's cool to see the growth throughout the year, no matter how little or big it is. It's still cool to see. And see where I move from one platform to another and start pushing the one more than I'm pushing the other. Nice. Just hanging out, man. I mean, in all honesty, I could have played Call of Duty and done the same thing that I'm doing right now. No, there's been a lot of the social media thing will come as that's unless you live on social media, which I don't have time for it. It'll come and it does. It gradually grows, which is cool. But probably the coolest thing this year was seeing the change from switching from Anchor for podcasters to Zencaster for all of our podcasting stuff and distribution, and seeing that growth in such a short time period. That's awesome. There's a lot of people listening to this damn podcast, which is crazy to me. Which means I got to stop slacking. I am about. Oh, where am I at? I am 1, 2, 3, 4. After tonight, 5 episodes behind once again. So that's what I'll be doing Friday. Is hopefully getting those updated, getting new episodes posted up onto Spotify and all that jazz, and see if before Christmas. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they did. Holy shit. Yeah, they changed this all up. They just updated the Zencaster and everything. And hopefully maybe by Christmas, we'll be at 15,000 plays. We're at almost 14 now. I think we can, if I get those episodes uploaded, I think we can hit 15,000 replays before Christmas, which would be cool. But that's been my main focal point for a long time, is the replay and stuff like that. But the lives are fun. I love doing the lives. That'll never go away. I'll tell you that right now. I don't give a damn if we wind up doing, if we blow up and start making money, then we'll start doing this, doing the show 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week or something, 6 days. 5 days a week, something like that. It'll be a little bit more produced and a little bit more segmented, but nonetheless, that's the goal. I love doing the lives though because I like the interactions, and I know how I get. I know how I am. Like I listen to. Oh my gosh. I don't know what she put in that thing, but Lord have mercy. It is killing me. Right on my nose. But I know like sometimes I listen to a few different podcasts. Um and when I'm listening to them, because I'm listening to the replays, I'm like, man, I want to add my 2 cents to this shit, this conversation. And in a couple podcasts, I can message them and be like, yo, uh, this part of the show, blah blah blah, and then they'll message me back. We'll chit chat about it. But it's cool to do it. That's what I like about us doing the live show because it gives that opportunity. And even like live radio, when I listen to it, sometimes I want to chime in, and it's so damn hard to fucking get into some of these radio stations. Sometimes when you call in and stuff.
I love you. Goodbye.
Huh?
I love you. Goodbye.
I love you too. Goodbye. She's off to go drown in the tub. That's the goal right there, Dulcie. That is the goal right there, my friend. Once it starts paying the bills, then the more it can be. Once it starts paying the bills and I have money after or left over, and I can sustain a lifestyle by doing this 5 days a week. And it'll be daytime, you know what I mean? It won't be, we might do Saturday night still, but the rest of the week will be like in the afternoon or something like that. So I'm not eating up my night, or I'm not like, well, I want to go out on Friday, but I got a podcast to do from 7 to 11 or whatever the case may be. Do it in the afternoon, knock it out, get it done. Yep. And I try to. Social media is such a pain in the ass, bro. I can't even lie to you. It is such. I mean, it's easy for girls. I mean, they literally just take the same fucking picture 37 times and post it 37 different times. You get me, you pure on babies or whatever. They don't have to create any content. They could just show a little TNA. But I try to create some kind of content for social media to actually put out there, other than just the same goofy ass shit over and over again. But even if you want to make clips, I got boobies too, but I don't think, I mean, I got boobies, but I don't think anybody's really wanting to see them. Huh? Nice. Speaking of which, no, because and even if I want to pull a clip from the show, I have to try to remember where it was, and then if I forget, then I'll forget all about it, and it'll be like 3 days later, I'll be like, shit, what was that clip I wanted to? And then I got to go through and 3, 4, 5 hours of podcast and find that clip, and then find the right time and screen record it or record it off of my lap. It's a pain in the ass, man. just so it can get 10 views. I'm just kidding. But I would love to have more time to dedicate to social media. But being a dad, working full time, being a fiance, podcasting, there's not a lot of extra free time to be had. So when I find it, I usually do. I jump on social media, give social media some love. Fridays I started doing the news show. The whole thing about that is I upload it same night on the Mixcloud and whatnot. So I can jump on TikTok and go live on TikTok, or I can go live on Instagram or whatever while I'm posting that from my laptop. So I can kind of get out there on those stages and those platforms and whatnot. Usually I'll share out the live shows everywhere. Instagram, everywhere that's not live, Instagram, X. Unfortunately, being solo tonight, I wasn't able to get it up. I got it up on X. Discord seems to have changed a little bit. You would probably know more about that than I would. I was like, where'd the live thing go? But nonetheless, it's worth it. I love doing this. I love doing this shit. I have so much fun. And then trying to get on Twitch and game, it's like, oh, let's add more to your plate, Click, because as if you don't have enough on your plate, let's start doing a brand new show. And let's do Twitch gaming on the side. So now I'm doing Twitch gaming on the side. That's like once, maybe twice a week. I'll jump on there and go on Twitch and game. Other than that, if you guys are seeing me on Twitch, I'm doing this or the music show now, which I don't even know if I'm going to do that on Twitch anymore. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Nonetheless, get off my shit, you skank. What the hell is this? Man, get the fuck over it. We're getting killed. I mean, killed with injuries in Cleveland. I don't know how they're still doing the winning thing, man. Well, that's why. Oh my gosh, that is wild. I was just flipping through a couple of notifications I had. See, there's a Pennsylvania teenager that drove. Where the hell did it go? This kid drove 80 miles to buy a car off of Marketplace. He was shot in the head after he changed his mind. Like, damn. It's a car on Marketplace, bro. It ain't that fucking serious. At the end of the day, what fuck you doing? You take somebody's whole damn life just because they don't want to buy your shitty ass fucking car. He was shot in the head after changing the loss of being is being felt widely in our school community, said principal. Carlos Carranza Ricardo, sorry, Carlos, was fatally shot in the head when he met up with the seller of a used car and changed his mind about purchasing the vehicle. According to police and local news report, Baltimore, of course, it was fucking Baltimore. That place is a goddamn shithole, for real. Baltimore police arrested 18-year-old Marquez Harris on December 2nd, saying he allegedly shot Carlos about a week prior. Wow.
Todd,
That
That's
is
right. So police say that the
wild.
victim drove into Baltimore.
can I have a snack?
To eat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fucking crazy, man. These goddamn kids, man, they just don't give no fucks about nobody. About nothing at all. I'm like, there's a story right freaking below it. Wow. Woman was sentenced to life, no parole, for killing another lady in a Lululemon store. She had over 331 fucking wounds over a pair of Lululemon leggings. Now, there's one common denominator in these stories, and that the attackers, if you flip the script, it would be all over national news. Wow, what is going on? What is going on in the world today? Wow, man. People lost their damn minds. People done lost their damn minds, y'all. All of them gone. Out the window. Mine's gone. Bye bye. See you later. Au revoir. Don't get going. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Um, uh, I don't even know, man. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with this crazy. It's everywhere, man. Must be the holidays. It must be the holidays. Everybody loses their minds around the holidays, right? Like everybody's perfectly sane and perfectly normal the rest of the year, right? Nobody does anything crazy throughout the rest of the year. It's got to be a holiday thing, right? Jeez, Lord have mercy. I wish the aliens would come take me off this ride. I want to get off this ride. Anyway, speaking of the holidays, are you guys ready? You guys all wrapped up? Got your Christmas shopping done? Got your gifts ready? Got your plans made? All that stuff? Because I don't. I'm actually going out this weekend to finish up some Christmas shopping and last minute odds and ends stuff, wrapping paper, all that jazz. Got to get all that because got lots of stuff to wrap. We do. Yeah, I know we do. Um, I think we got our plans figured out, for Christmas and New Year's and all that jazz. But I am not ready. Neither is my wallet. It's definitely not ready either. Not at all, my friends. That is for sure. I really think that Either my phone has lost its damn mind, or TikTok has, one of the two. I'm getting the most random ass fucking notifications lately. And then there's nothing even there. Shit's weird, Joe. Shit's weird, Joe. Really weird. On a side note, squirrel. Um, we finally finished the Insidious series last night. Wow. Is all I got to say. And yes, I know, before you people come at me, Red Door is new, but I understand that Insidious has been out for a hot minute, and I slept on it, all right? It is what it is. Deal with it. I dropped the ball. I was a little bit behind, but I'm here, and I'm now, and I'm all caught up. And wow, what a fantastic fucking film franchise. Supposedly, they're not letting it die. If you've seen the movie, then you know the main story from the first two and then the last one and the little prequels and whatnot in between. They all kind of intertwine and come back to one another. They're not saying that the franchise is dead. However, that storyline is all done. Wrapped it up in a nice little bow, nice little happy ending. But wow, what a great fucking 5 movies. And it's tough for a franchise to drop more than 2 movies and the entire franchise be good. And that was one of them. Holy shit, Insidious was good. But even the Conjuring universe, that franchise, I haven't seen The Nun, but I heard it was dog shit. La Lorena or whatever. I heard that was dog shit. I didn't watch it. The second Conjuring movie, yeah. I mean, it was all right, but they brought it back around with a couple of the Annabelle movies, and The Devil Made Me Do It, the first Conjuring movie. Not everything's going to be a hit, but this is definitely one of those franchises where the entire fucking franchise is good. And it does a good job. It does a good job of giving backstories and stuff like that. It's one that I could watch all the way through again. Actually, what I think I would like to do is watch it in chronological order. You know what I mean? One day, if I ever have free time, I'd like to start doing that for the Marvel movies, because you can go online and you can find the chronological order to watch the Marvel movies in all of them. And I'd like to start doing that. I think that would be kind of cool, especially because you see them all. Especially since I've seen them all pretty much, except for second Black Panther and Captain Marvel, but I've seen everything else. So it'd be really cool to watch it in chronological order. Take a long ass fucking time. I'd probably be watching the goddamn movie for the goddamn movies for the next year and a half, but because again, not a lot of free time on my hands, and if this skank bitch don't stay out of my buildings, I'm gonna kill her. But definitely check out the Insidious movies. I think I'm gonna check out Sinister next. I've watched the first one. That was good. I, however, am not seeing anything after that. I know that they did like 2 or 3, 4 movies. I don't know. But I'd like to check that out next. I think I'm going to take a real quick break. I know. It's a little bit early. Deal with it. It is what it is. But I want to take a real quick little break. Be back here in just a few minutes. Well, a little bit of music for you here. Before I go to break, I would like to tell you guys about our good friends over at Liquid IV. Gonna get y'all properly hydrated. Some of y'all don't properly hydrate. You think you are, but you're not. And I understand water is boring. It's fucking lame. There's no taste. I can add these weird packets of fruit drink flavoring stuff that has a ton of sugar and shit in that, and that don't help you at all. That don't do nothing for you. Well, Liquid IV's got you covered. Not only is it going to hydrate you 2 times faster than water alone, got all you good vitamins and shit like that, 3 times the electrolytes of Gatorade and I said the bad word. Them sports drinks like that. After I mentioned one, it's got 3 times the electrolytes. Plus, come in like 12 awesome fucking flavors at the end of the day. So you're going to find a flavor you like. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to find a flavor that you like. Also, they're super convenient. You can literally take them anywhere with you. Come in little packets. 16 ounces of water, 1 packet. That's all you need. You're good to go. Real people, real flavor, real hydrated. You use our promo code Words Are Hard at liquidiv.com. You're going to get 20% off of your entire order. So what are you waiting for? Start shopping better hydration today. And remember, promo code Words Are Hard, 20% off of your entire order at liquidiv.com. But that being said, like I said, I want to take a real quick little break. If you guys don't mind, go ahead and enjoy a little bit. You know what? I know you guys like this one. Little Matt James, Chain Smoking Whiskey. Enjoy. I'll be back here in just a few minutes.
I thought it'd be the cowboy killers that put a hole in my chest. I did what you said and gave out the rich, but damn, you still left. It turns out you can hit a rock bottom and a bottom is clear. They say smoke 'em if you got 'em, so I got 'em lined up back to back. Chain smoking whiskey, shot after shot. Here's to your memory, that's all that I got. And I wish like hell I still smoke cigarettes. Chain smoking whiskey's as close as I get. Trading nicotine for a stiff drink, one vice for another. Didn't do a damn thing, it just changed the influence I'm under. No wonder. Chain smoking whiskey, shot after shot. Here's to your memory, that's all that I got. And I wish like hell I still smoke cigarettes. Now chain smoking whiskey's as close as I get to lighting back up. 'Cause quitting's too hard, so I just stay drunk alone in this bar. Chain smoking whiskey, shot after shot. Here's to your memory, that's all that I got. And I wish like hell I still smoke cigarettes. Now chain smoking whiskey, as close as I get. Close as I get. It's as close as I get. Chain smoking whiskey, shot after shot. Here's to your memory, that's all that I got. And I wish like hell I still smoke cigarettes. Chain smoking whiskey, it's all that close as I get.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, Blacktop Mojo in your ear holes. I'm sorry, not Blacktop Mojo. Matt James, lead singer of Blacktop Mojo. It's one of his new songs off of his new solo album. The hell is that? I don't even know who that is. Oh. Fair enough. Anyways, with Chain Smoking Whiskey, go ahead and check out Matt James and Blacktop Mojo on all them social medias, wherever you stream music at. Go show the guys some love. Busy. But you want to talk about people being busy. These guys don't never stop. We've said it a million times on here. They literally don't. They never stop. I anticipated and hoped that this garage beer was going to be good, so I bought 2 of them, and I got lucky because it is a good beer. So I'm I had this fucking second can sitting in my refrigerator for the next 6 years had it not been a good beer, but it is. Anywho, welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. It is a dumpster fire tonight because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Got kind of blindsided right before the show started. Jeff's dealing with some weather down there, I guess, where he's at. So, kind of just like just cruising along. Everything's going fine, ready for the show to start, and then just right into a fucking wall, right into a preschool. Little babies running out on fire, everything like that. We're all gonna die. It's the end of the world. It's kind of how I'm feeling right now. It's honestly how I'm feeling right now. This is a piece of shit. Anyway, if you're not already, feel free to check out the social media. Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. We are on TikTok. You can also hang out with us live. Typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 7 p.m.-ish on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And you can listen to us anytime, any place. Zencaster, or Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts at, all at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast, or you can simply go to this here link at the bottom of your screen if you're watching. bio.link/Nonsensical Nonsense. All those links are there, including the links to our sponsors as well. get you guys all set up, get you hydrated, get you energized, and get your podcast shit going. Getting all your podcast stuff taken care of as well with Zencaster, Liquid IV, and W Energy. We're here for you guys. Don't forget to use promo code Words Are Hard, and then we'll save you some money to go along with it. So you'll be feeling better, hydrated, and energized, and everything like that. And then we're going to save you money on top of it. We're some nice guys around here at Nonsensical Nonsense. You are welcome, people. You peoples are welcome. I feel like there's something going on with my laptop little pad thing. I don't know. Anyways. Anywho. It's been a hot minute since I've been blindsided right before the show starts. And I'm not, and I'm 100% not even remotely close to being anywhere near prepared. And I'm just like, how does it happen since the Stony exited stage left? Come on, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. He was good for that at the end of the day. He was good for that last minute. I would swap it over to a video game show, but that would be about as effective as this show at this point in time. Plus, my son is out there. He is watching a guy on YouTube with wrestling action figures, put on wrestling shows with the wrestling action figures, while he's got his wrestling action figures on the table, doing his own show. Yeah. What, buddy?
I said hi, Dad.
Oh, hi. You're home early.
Yeah.
Can I help you? What's up?
I was so dark in here.
Just because I turned the light off. Because I put Christmas lights up in the background. I decorated for the holiday. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, man. I'd swap over to the video game stream, but he's on the TV out there, and it was just it's like just having the wind taken out of your sails. It's not Jeff's fault. It is what it is. I mean, he could have told me earlier. But nonetheless, it's like 100% just kind of having the wind taken right out from beneath you. See you later. I tried to recover. I talked a little bit. I talked about the piss poor officiating because that was kind of the big story that's been going on, and finally players standing up to the refs and demanding that the refs are being, and coaches demanding that the officials being held accountable because just blatant fucking disregard for the game, for the rules, for anything, because you're calling shitty calls. You're calling calls on players and things that didn't even happen. You're not calling calls. You're not calling the proper calls. You're changing the outcome of games completely. Like I said, with Buffalo and Kansas this week. I'm sorry, Buffalo. Y'all didn't win that game. And fuck you, Josh Allen, and fuck your feelings, because I don't like Patrick Mahomes, but he was pissed because he knew he got screwed. They knew they got screwed in that game. So fuck your feelings and fuck anybody else. I don't blame Patrick Mahomes. That's one point in time where I liked Patrick Mahomes because he showed a lot of raw emotion, and the kid was pissed because he was absolutely screwed out of a victory. 100% screwed out of a victory. But there's really not much else going on in the NFL. Everybody's getting ready to chase down. We're getting close to the end of the season. We got a couple more weeks. The NFC South is absolutely fucking embarrassing. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. And then the goddamn Carolina Panthers are 1-12. And some team from that dumpster fire of a division is going to get into the playoffs. And right now it's Tampa, which I'm not mad at. But they are actually I got a couple fun facts for you guys. A couple fun facts for you. The NFC South, I hope it's Tampa too. The NFC South is the only division in the NFL that every team has a losing record. The NFC South. The AFC North, home of my dogs and some other shitty teams that nobody cares about. The AFC North is the only division where all teams are above 500, quote unquote, winning records. A couple little fun facts for your ear holes. And if you don't believe me, well, look it up. Tampa, Atlanta, and New Orleans, all 6-7. Carolina Panthers, 1-12 in the NFC South. The AFC North, 10-3 Baltimore, 8-5 Cleveland, and Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are both at 7-6. Bada bing, bada boom, bada head. I was looking at that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! An interesting little conundrum. Not really a conundrum. Well, like a little. It was like a little make you think moment. Wow, that's pretty cool. Things that make you go, And I know some of you are trying to fact check me right now, and I can save you some time and tell you I'm right. Because I've got them all right here in front of me. NFC South, only division with all losing records, and the AFC North, the only division with all winning records. Not that being above 500 is a winning record, but they call it a winning record. It's shit about 90-95% of the time. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Even when they claim to be good, they're really not that good. Outside of the Tom Brady season a couple of years ago, most times the NFC puts a team with a below 500 team, and that includes the NFC West as well. Up until recently, goddamn NFC, not West, East, with Dallas, Philly, New York, and Washington. That used to be a fucking shithole too. And then all of a sudden, Dallas and Philly got good, but they were always. There's always some team with a below 500 record that was making it into the goddamn playoffs. That's irritating. It's irritating, but that same world of playoff system is coming to college football. So these teams are no longer going to be fucking, oh man, we lost the game, we're done. Well, unless you're Alabama. But now if you lose one or two games, you still can legitimately have a chance to make the playoffs. I don't think there's going to be much more outside of 2 games that you lose that you can't make the playoffs, but you can miss. You can make the playoffs with 2 losses in college, which I'm fine with. If you got 2 losses and then somehow win your conference, you should be in the playoffs. If Iowa would have beat Michigan in the Big Ten championship, we should have figured out a way to get them in there. Now we don't have to. Now Iowa would next year. Iowa will probably make it in that situation, and then of course Michigan would have been there, and Ohio State would have been there. There'd have been a lot of Big Ten in the playoffs this year in college football. This one is top 12. Now, granted, so Michigan would have got in, Ohio State would have got in, Penn State would have got in. However, next year we have Washington and Oregon joining the Big Ten. And they would have got in as well. It's going to be crazy next year. I can't wait for college playoffs next year. That shit's going to be wild, man. I cannot fucking wait. Because your top 12 teams are getting in. But you also got to figure out a system to where you're a conference champion, which I think Iowa would have probably jumped up had they beaten Michigan. Because they finished 17th on the season. If they would have beaten Michigan, they would have probably jumped up into the top 12, I would assume. I don't know. Alabama jumped over, undefeated teams and made but Alabama went from 8 to 4. They jumped 4 spots. So now college playoff system is going to be great. And I like that they're going to the 12 teams. They might expand it out again one more time. They've talked about 14 to 16 teams, which not really mad at that either. Especially if you do, maybe do a play-in game, you know what I mean? Like they do in basketball and whatnot. I think that would probably be pretty cool too. But who knows? But I am looking forward to it. Because I think it's bullshit. And I've said this before. I'm going to continue to say it, actually. I'm going to get on my little bandwagon. I'm going to get on my little fucking pedestal. I think it's bullshit that Florida got jumped. I think it's bullshit that Florida's not in. Not because, as a Michigan fan, I'm afraid of Alabama. Fuck Alabama. Yeah, we got an uphill climb. We have to play Alabama. We have to play fucking referees. We have to play ESPN. We have to play all that bullshit. It is what it is. But they don't got no business being in it over Florida. And if you look at it, Texas did beat Alabama in the regular season in Alabama. So if you're taking out Georgia and you're putting a one-loss team in there, it should have been Texas. Otherwise, Georgia should have just dropped down a couple notches and maybe been 4. Maybe been 3. I don't know. But the fact that Alabama paid their way in, let's be honest, they paid their way in. And they jumped 4 spots. They jumped to Oregon, which, again, I can kind of see Oregon's got 2 losses. They did lose to Washington twice. They lost to Washington in the regular season and lost to Washington in the championship. But you jumped to Ohio State. Ohio State had 1 loss. Were they overrated? Yeah, they always are. So is Alabama. What's your fucking point? But I think you really dropped the ball with the Florida situation. And you can't say, well, Florida State wouldn't have brought ratings, because it wasn't too long ago when Florida State was winning a national championship. It's not about ratings, because people are tired of watching the SEC. SEC is getting smashed in ratings when it comes to Saturdays. The highest rated college football game 3 years in a row, and they've beaten their own record 3 years in a row, has been the Ohio State-Michigan game. People in last year's national championship was a goddamn train wreck in the ratings. People turned that shit off 30 seconds into the fucking game when Alabama scored 6 touchdowns in 30 goddamn seconds. But that's what you guys wanted. That's what y'all wanted. That's what you paid the referees to make sure Michigan didn't win that game. Yeah, I'm on my conspiracy bullshit right now because there's a lot of dirty calls. There was a lot of missed calls, and y'all came out after the game and said, "Yeah, we missed up on a couple of those calls on the final drive." Well, that doesn't fix anything. You can come out and apologize all fucking day. That don't mean shit. But you wanted Georgia against TCU because you wanted to hand the SEC another championship, and you thought money, ratings, and it was the lowest rated NCAA championship game of all time. And outside of that, the other lower, nobody watches SEC versus SEC or SEC every season in the national championship game. It's fucking boring. They're fucking boring. They're fucking trash. Alabama and Michigan is ratings because Michigan's there. Not because Alabama's there. Alabama is not ratings. Tony D. Alabama is not ratings. Shouldn't be about money, and it shouldn't be about the ratings. It should be who deserves to be there. And it's not Bama. Sorry, Bama fans, but how the fuck are you 8 in the country and jump 4 teams? 3 of which, well, 2 of which are probably better than you. I would say you guys would beat the hell out of Ohio State because Ohio State's always overrated. It's just Ohio State. They struggled against Notre Dame. That was a key victory because Notre Dame was number 5. Yeah, calm down. It was the second game of the season. Notre Dame went on to lose 3 games. Nobody. Who? You're going to get ratings because of Michigan. Bottom line. All the drama this season with Michigan, all the drama that's been going on. We didn't have Harbaugh the first 3 games. Then we lost Harbaugh our last 3 games. We beat Ohio State without Harbaugh. Now we're number 1 team in the country, going to another playoffs. Harbaugh hasn't won a bowl game since he's been there. There's a storyline. Alabama is just, well, they paid ESPN to make sure they got in again. There's no storyline. There's nothing there. Nobody cares. Please tell me that wasn't your Kindle or phone. All right. I don't know what she did here. Just enjoy that. I'll be right back.
Now that I've betrayed everyone I've ever loved, I pushed them all away. And I have been a slave to the Judas in my mind. Is there something left for me to save in the wreckage of my life? My life. I'm becoming. Should have spent my mind.
Where was I? You know what have been ratings? The drama with Michigan, the drama with Florida State, man. We're on our 3rd quarterback in Florida State. Somehow still managed to win the ACC, and I clown on the ACC all the time. You know, we're on a true freshman quarterback that's played 1 game. It doesn't have to be done. No. And I'm going to stand by what I said. When the new playoff system comes in, y'all watch. Watch the SEC start to fade. Well, shit, I can't even say that because now we're creating super conferences. Watch the old regime, your Alabama specifically, start to fade out of the picture. Because there is no committee no more to protect them. There is no There is no voting base to protect them, to boost them. It is what it is. You're still going to have schools from the SEC in there because Oklahoma and Texas Tech and various other schools. I mean, it's the same thing with Ohio State, with the Big Ten. Next season, USC is joining, Oregon's joining, Washington's joining. I think there's somebody else. UCLA is joining the Big Ten. FSU got 100% completely screwed, and they were screwed by Alabama because Texas. If you're going to take Georgia out of it because they lost to Alabama, Texas deserved to be in there because Texas beat Alabama in Alabama. Bottom line. They had that tiebreaker right there. But Florida State should have been there. They got screwed. 100. They're in a Power 5 conference. They went undefeated. They won their conference. But the NCAA championship, BCS championship, the college playoff system has been a joke for years because it's a voting committee. And as I've said a million times, and I'm not the only one saying it, so you can't say that I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. Everybody says it. Colin Cowherd said it. McAfee said it. The SEC is in bed with ESPN. And ESPN holds majority votes. Bottom line, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no discussion to be had about it. It is 100% factual. Browning is actually doing really good for Cincinnati. I was actually shocked. That makes me not nervous at all about Cincinnati. We got to play them at the end of the season. We own Cincinnati in the Joe Burrow era. We've lost one time. Cleveland's 5-1 against Cincinnati in the Joe Burrow era. But he's surprisingly playing really well. He is Browning is playing really good ball. Dare I say, a little bit better than Burrow was playing this season, and maybe that's because Burrow was injured. I know Burrow's had a couple injuries this year. I'm not hating on Burrow. I like Burrow. I really do. I like Burrow. I love the swag, man. He's an arrogant motherfucker, but goddamn, he was backing it up until he got that big paycheck. And then he said, "Oh, I hurt my vagine. I can't play." No, I'm just kidding. But no. Speaking of fucking quarterbacks balling out, let's give it up for Joe goddamn Flacco, man. Hated that man for years. I hated that man for years, y'all. Dude, AFC North ain't no joke. I hate to say it. You got your AFC contenders, but the AFC North is no joke. Right now, Baltimore, if the playoffs started today, let's say the playoffs started today. Give me my NFL. If the playoffs started today, y'all, from the AFC, Baltimore has the number 1 seed. Miami, Kansas, Jacksonville. So there's 2, 3, and 4. Your wild card teams? Well, it was Cleveland, Baltimore, and Cincy. Indianapolis has moved up into that spot. But as of last Sunday, when the games all started, all 4 teams from the AFC. Cincy's sitting in 6th in the wild card. They're sitting in 10th right now. Cleveland's the number 1 wild card team right now. Right now. But you have Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, Houston, Denver, Cincinnati, and Buffalo all at 7 and 6 right now. A little early to say. They're not in now. I mean, if the playoffs started tomorrow, if the playoffs started right now, Cincinnati's 3 places out. However, I don't think anybody wants to fuck with the NFC this year because San Francisco's number one. They are locked in. They have clinched the playoff spot. They are the only team in the NFL right now to have clinched the playoff spot, and that is the San Francisco 49ers. Dallas is red hot. Obviously, this is not going to be their year. I'm just saying. Detroit, they're number 3. And Tampa motherfucking Bay. Tampa Bay is in the 4th place in the NFC at 6-7. But your wild card picture is Philly, Minnesota, and Green Bay. Your top 3 teams in the wild card. Browning showed out, man. Browning is balling out, man. I ain't mad at him. Joey Slade, be more in Cincy. Definitely not a playoff. Cincy definitely not a playoff lock. Yeah, I mean, your radar might be a little off, Tony D. Got to give it up to you, man. Houston, got to give it up to CJ Stroud, man. CJ Stroud, man. You want to talk about a rookie just absolutely fucking balling out, playing like a vet, man. I hope he's okay. Hopefully he'll be back in the mix before we know it. I know he went out of last week's game. Right, Tony? I've been saying it, man. When the Niners are healthy, they've been the best team in the NFL for the last 3 to 4 years when they're healthy. They haven't been able to stay healthy. If they stay healthy down this stretch, I'm sorry. I don't care who goes in from the AFC against them in the Super Bowl. The Niners are smoking that ass, and they're smoking everybody's ass in the NFC throughout the playoffs. Bottom line, in the discussion, the Niners are running the NFC, and ain't nobody stopping them. Your top teams, Dallas, fucking Philadelphia. I mean, they embarrassed Dallas 42-10. They beat the brakes off of Philadelphia 42-19. Yeah, CJ got fucking rocked. You know, I mean, those are the top 2 contenders outside of San Francisco in the NFC, and they absolutely fucking manhandled. However, they did lose to the Browns. I'm just saying. And they did lose to the Bengals. They did beat Pittsburgh. They are currently 1-2 against the AFC North. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there, San Francisco. You're 1-2 against the AFC North, and we're giving you love. We're giving you all the props for you being the best team in the NFL. But yeah, man, that Stroud shit was scary, man. That was a scary hit that he took, and I really hope he's okay. I wish Carolina could have got him. Over. I don't know if Bryce Young is just a bad situation or if it's just another one of those scenarios that he just was not as good as he was. A lot of guys are great in college, and then they hit the NFLs and they don't live up to expectations. Tim Tebow. A lot of guys out of Ohio State. Denard Robinson out of Michigan. He actually swapped from quarterback to wide receiver and actually had a decent career as a wide receiver. No, I hope CJ is okay. I hope he can get back in the mix before too long. And get Houston right. Houston's one of those teams that I've been saying for the last few years. They were literally one piece away from being a legitimate playoff squad. And I didn't know what that piece was, whether it was a quarterback or a running back or a wide receiver or whatever it was. Apparently, it was a freaking quarterback. Bibb and Tucker, double charred bourbon. Brian. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, is the Bryce Young situation just the fact that Carolina is an absolute fucking dumpster fire, or is it, you know, is what we're seeing from Bryce Young, you know, what we're gonna get from Bryce Young? I don't know what's going on in Carolina, man. I don't know what y'all are doing. I really, truly, honestly don't know what you guys are doing down there. It's a fucking mess. And it breaks my heart because that's my nephew's team. And I root for the Panthers. You know, I typically don't clown on the Panthers. And you know, and even when I'll be honest, they're a fucking dumpster fire. They're a goddamn shit show. It's a fucking circus down there. But I generally don't shit on the Panthers. That's my nephew's squad, you know. So, you know, we like to root each other's teams on, and you know, kind of like, I don't know, it's like Cleveland, Carolina, and then Tampa are the three teams that I like to root for. Tony T code straight shit show. No, it's, man, I don't know if it's the new ownership or what it is, but goddamn, man. And I kind of feel for you guys, man. Being a Cleveland Browns fan, I feel for you guys. I really do, because I remember watching us won 2 games a season, 0-16, fucking constant losing season after losing season. It's just like, God damn, man. But for years, and we got a couple decent seasons here and there, and might sniff the playoffs. I mean, there was a couple years that we had winning records that we got completely screwed out of the playoffs because, well, let's be honest, somebody in the AFC would win their division with a below 500 record. It's like, really? Really? The fuck? But, you know, with the way Cleveland's been playing, we got Chicago, we got Houston, we got the Jets, and we got the Bengals to wrap up the season. I'd like to say the Bears is a win, but the Bears shocked Detroit last week. Houston, before the season started, I would have said that Houston game was a win. However, Houston's balling out. Jets, we got revenge on our minds. We got revenge on our minds when it comes to the Jets, because last year y'all got fucking lucky. Y'all got fucking lucky, Tony D. Y'all bitches got lucky. And Cincinnati, again, we own Cincinnati. We fucking own Cincinnati. I would love to beat Cincinnati and finish 4-2 in our conference or in our division. That would be awesome. That would be so badass. Because at that point, Baltimore is currently, I'm sorry, in our division. Baltimore is 3-2, and Cleveland is 3-2 in the division as well. And Baltimore has to play Pittsburgh at the end of the season. If Pittsburgh can get their heads out of their asses and fuck you, Tony D. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, pal. We got revenge on our mind. Y'all know you got lucky last year. You know damn well you got lucky. And we got Joe goddamn Flacco. Flacco. I still can't believe that Joe Flacco, man. He is balling out in Cleveland. 38 years old. Just a couple weeks ago, he was at home on Sundays, hanging out with his family and his parents and throwing the football in the yard with his boys. And now he's in fucking, of all places, Cleveland, man. And just balling out. And I mean, in Baltimore, they've got Jacksonville. I was shocked that Cleveland played as good as they did against Jacksonville. I was a little bit worried about that game. Baltimore also has San Francisco and Miami. They got 3 tough games ahead of them. And they're going to Jacksonville and they're going to San Francisco. And then they come back home against Miami. And then they're at home against Pittsburgh. They'll probably beat Pittsburgh, let's be honest. Pittsburgh looks like ass right now. So Baltimore's got a tough road ahead of them. They got at least 3 tough games. Should be tough games. YOLO! What's going on, Jeeves? Just out of curiosity, what does Cincy have left? So Cincy's got Minnesota. It could be an interesting game between those 2 teams. Pittsburgh, again, could be an interesting game. Kansas City, and then Cleveland. And Pittsburgh has Indianapolis, Cincy, Seattle, and Baltimore. Man, they still got 2 divisions. And I cannot believe that Pittsburgh dropped the last 2 games to 2-10 teams, man. How do you do that? The Cardinals were 2-10. The New England Patriots have been absolute dog shit this year, and you drop 2 in a row to two of the worst teams in the league. Not the worst team in the league, but 2 of the worst teams in the league. So, I mean, it could be interesting to see how the AFC North plays out. The Jets right now, they're so far out of playoff contention. They need some help. Aaron Rodgers might be back by the Steelers are done. Dunzo, man. I say that, but they're the fucking Steelers, and it's fucking December. And somehow they find a way to be fucking Pittsburgh. I've said it for years. Nobody likes fucking playing Pittsburgh in December because it's a different ball game, or it's a different ball team. They go into a different they go into a different mode, man. Now apparently that mode so far has been losing, which is not typical of Pittsburgh, but but it is what it is. I wonder how long Tomlin has left. Now, they said they are going to stick with Tomlin, and he'll be back next year. They've already made that decision. But I honestly wonder how much time he's got left in Pittsburgh. It's got to be his time's got to be wearing thin. There's nothing against him. I don't think he's a bad coach. I think it's, one of the things about the Pittsburgh organization that I like is the fact that they do keep guys around. They don't let a lot of guys go. But however, that is also one of the worst things about the Pittsburgh Steelers is that they keep guys around too long. And you got a bunch of dinosaurs. Team's getting old. Now they do got some young talent in Pittsburgh, but our owner would do everything in his power to get. Do you think he would? Because it seems like your owner's doing everything in his power to fuck y'all. I'm just saying. Seems like your owner's doing everything in his power to completely fuck you guys. at the end of the day. I understand that. But have you seen what he's done since he's been there? Have you seen what he's done since he's been there? Just saying. Just throwing that out there. I don't know. I think what was happening earlier on in this season with Pittsburgh is they were absolutely the worst team in the league. If you look at stats, and somehow they were fucking winning. It's mind-boggling. But all that's starting to catch up to them now. One of the reasons that they lost the last two games. Well, if Belichick wants to come to Carolina, he better somehow figure out how to get Tom Brady out of retirement. Because if we've learned anything, Patriots aren't the same without Brady. Belichick ain't the same without Brady. Just saying. A lot of people thought it was Belichick winning all them Super Bowls in New England. Turns out, if I was a betting man, I would put my money on Tom Brady. I'm just saying. Anywho. I try to I go on my fucking tangents when I talk sports, goddammit. I just 100% great, but Bill is still putting up with shit, and someone like Bill would be good to come. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know, but it might be time for Bill to hang it up, man. Hang up your cutoff hoodie and your goofy ass sleeveless hoodie, and just move on, man. You had a good career. Nice. Tell your lady I said hello. Hopefully you guys are enjoying dinner. Yeah, Bill's had a great career. You know, he's had a good run. Sometimes guys stick around too long and then they wind up tarnishing their career. Look at Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger had an amazing career, unexpectedly amazing career. I don't think anybody thought Big Ben was going to be as good as he was. But he hung around a couple years too long. And then, yeah, I mean, he had a great career. He's Hall of Fame, no doubt. I may already be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. But those last years, he just looked like a fucking goofball out there. Like, what are you doing, man? You look like a fucking goof. And now you're a meme, Ben Roethlisberger. Well, I mean, you've been a meme before, but you're a meme. Your last game, sitting on the bench, crying in Pittsburgh, losing to Cleveland in the playoffs. A team you owned your entire career. I think Ben Roethlisberger, up until the last couple of years, lost one time to Cleveland. It had like a 23, 22, 24-1 record, something like that, up until that last season that he lost twice to him too. And once in the playoffs, both games in Pittsburgh, his last home game in the regular season and a playoff game in Pittsburgh, he lost to Cleveland, a team that he had absolutely owned for umpteen years. None of that matters anymore because you go out on not one, but two games losing to them in the playoffs in both games in Pittsburgh. Suck it, Ben Roethlisberger. I fucking can't stand you. That's a lie. Great quarterback, and I did enjoy watching you play on Sundays. I just hated watching you beat the hell out of the Browns. It's kind of like it's kind of like the conundrum I'm in right now. I fucking hated Joe Flacco for years because he just beat the hell out of Cleveland. The guy was merciless when it came to Cleveland. And now he's in a Browns uniform and he's winning. And he's balling out. I'm like, well, I'm supposed to hate this guy, but I'm kind of falling in love with him. I mean, he's 1-1, but he still had a hell of a game against Los Angeles, nonetheless. Joe does look good in the brown and orange. You ain't wrong. He really does. And last year I hated the guy because he was kicking our ass last year when he was playing for the goddamn Jets. He orchestrated that final drive to win. Dude, our offense is littered with injuries. Our defense is littered with injuries. We lost Delpit. We lost our tackle. We lost an offensive lineman with DeJuan Jones, our rookie lineman that's been absolutely tearing it up. We're littered with injuries. We've been littered with injuries all season. We lost the top running back in the league. Our running back, Nick Chubb, one of the top running backs in the league. Lost him early. I mean, we're literally playing with – we're on our fourth goddamn quarterback, and somehow we're still 8-5. We're still a fucking playoff team. I don't know what the hell's going on in Cleveland this year. It's like the curse – you talk about sports curses – in Cleveland Browns, there's no doubt in my mind that if curses are real, that goddamn team is cursed. But this year, that curse is literally trying to do everything they can to tear us down and destroy that damn team. And the Brownies are like, we ain't having it. We ain't having it. We're going to keep fighting with them dogs, god damn it. Tired of your bullshit. Tired of this bullshit curse. I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl because, again, best case scenario, they make it to the Super Bowl and we line up against San Francisco. And I don't think we're beating San Francisco for a second time. As a matter of fact, I think San Francisco going to get full-on revenge mode and beat our asses 125-7. Just because we already embarrassed them once this season. And that was an embarrassment. We embarrassed the hell out of San Francisco. You suck at San Francisco. I'm just kidding, San Francisco. Thanks for getting me in the playoffs in fantasy football. And I say that because I have Purdy and I have Christian McCaffrey and I have Kittle and I have Ayuk all on my starting lineup. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on in Cleveland this year, man, but they are not giving up, man. They're not giving up, and the odds are 100% stacked against us with the injuries and everything else. What's going on, Golf Hawk? Dak Prescott transformed. Dak Prescott is looking great this year, man. Yeah, Golf. I think we can all admit that we all love clowning on the Dallas Cowboys. We all like making fun of the Cowboys. But Dak Prescott, this is probably his best season ever. He looks good. He looks real damn good. And that team looks real damn good too. You can't win them all. They've dropped a couple, 3 losses, but they look, hey, Dallas looks good, man. I mean, San Francisco's already absolutely beat the dog shit out of Dallas and Philly, which are their number 1 and 2 competition in the NFC. They've already whooped both of their asses soundly. I think San Francisco's running wild on the NFC. I think they're going to run right through the NFC in the playoffs as long as they stay healthy. As long as they're healthy. San Francisco's been the best team in the NFL for the last few years. When they're healthy. But the NFC is going to be a fun playoff to watch. I think this is going to be actually across the board. This is going to be a really fun playoffs to watch. this year. The NFC looks good. Obviously, their top three teams: Philly, Dallas, and San Francisco. The AFC. Baltimore, I don't even know where the hell Baltimore came from this year. I'm actually really shocked Baltimore is as good as Baltimore is. That's mind-blowing. I really thought Baltimore was going to be a little bit worse this year. Or not worse. I thought they were going to – I figured they'd be a playoff team, but I didn't think they were going to be as good as they are. They're top team in the AFC. Miami looks great. Tyreek Hill's just doing whatever the hell he wants. If he's not the MVP this year, I don't know what the hell's going on in the NFL. Kansas City, they're going to limp into the playoffs. They're probably going to get knocked out pretty quick. Jacksonville, when they're on, they're on. Damn, when they're on, they're on. Wild card games are going to be fun, man. Like I was saying earlier, right now, the AFC North has Baltimore, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. I would say yes this year, just because Purdy's got some years left in him. Tyreek's getting old, older-ish. But yeah, I mean, San Francisco is the only team in the NFL that has clinched a playoff spot as of right now. I mean, Purdy's got some great stats. But yeah, I'd put Hill over Purdy this year. Dude, have you seen what Hill's been doing, man? He's losing his fucking mind on the goddamn football field. All season he's been losing his mind. That game Monday night was wild, man. I cannot believe that Tennessee somehow mustered. I don't know where Tennessee came. They are the first team ever to be down by 14 plus points with under 3 minutes to play and come back and win a damn game, dude. That was wild. And it was like they didn't even try. I mean, Tyreek Hill kept coming back in the game, but Miami didn't even try to throw the ball to him. They just like, what the hell are you doing, man? I agree. Hill is the absolute engine on that team. He without him, and I agree with Golfhawk, without him, they're not the same, man. Hill is having fun. Hill is having the best career or best season of his life, I think. He's having a ball in Miami. He's doing his damn thing. If he's not the MVP this year, then that'll honestly just blow my fucking mind. I agree. I agree with that, Golfhawk. I think it's really cool. Purdy came out of nowhere. Brock literally nobody expected Brock to be what he is. But again, you have one of the best teams all the way around, offensively, defensively in the NFL. And look at the weapons on offense that he has. Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Kittle, Ayuk. I mean, he's got weapons for days, y'all. And like I said, not to mention you got San Francisco as one of the most complete teams in the NFL on both sides of the ball. You got talent everywhere. So, I would be curious to see what Brock would do, but I'm not going to discredit the kid. The kid came out of nowhere, man. And he's been balling out for 2 years now. So I don't want to discredit him. I don't want to shit on him or anything like that because he looks great. He's top tier, one of the best right now in the league. Could it be because of the talent? Absolutely, 100%. Or is he actually that good? We may never know. He may spend his entire career in San Francisco just racking up Super Bowls. I don't know. But the time will tell. Time will tell on that, ladies and gentlemen. However, I do want to take a real quick break. I got to go get a refill and I got to go recycle. I'll be right back. Before we go to break, tell you guys, check out our friends over at W Energy. Go ahead and wage war on big energy drinks because we're all tired of these goddamn energy drinks. They leave us with crash. They leave us with the jitters. They're really not that good for us. Well, W Energy, they got the vitamins. There's no jitters. There's no crash. And they got actually good flavors. We all know that energy drinks don't taste that good. Let's be honest. And W Energy actually has really good flavors. Well, you guys can simply go over to w.gg, place your order, pick out the flavor you want. I recommend Dub Sludge. It's really good. And make sure you use our promo code Words Are Hard. It's going to save you on every order. With that being said, I'll be right back. Probably going to continue this NFL talk because I get real. When it comes to football talk, man, I get energized. I like to have fun. But we'll be right back. Enjoy this cover of Last Resort by Papa Roach.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my own bleeding. Cut my life into pieces. I've reached my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. Do you even care if I die bleeding? Would it be wrong, would it be right? If I took my life tonight, chances are that I might. Mutilation out of sight. And I contemplated suicide. Without losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. I never realized I was spread too thin, till it was too late and I was empty within. Hungry, feeding on chaos and living in sin. Downward spiral, where do I begin? It all started when I lost my mother. No love for myself and no love from another. Searching to find a lover on a higher level. Finding nothing but questions and devils. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Nothing's alright, nothing is fine. I'm running and I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm crying. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my own bleeding. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Nothing's alright, nothing is fine. I'm running and I'm crying. I can't go on living this way. Can't go on living this way. Nothing's
All right. Well, Papa Roach cover of Last Resort. That was Youth Never Dies and Project Velo with their cover. Check them out. They're on the YouTubies. They're on the YouTubies. What is that? Where'd that come from?
My book bag.
What is it?
Looks like a little crystal.
I don't know. Well, then beats the hell out of me.
What's that mean?
Huh? Sure as now, I guess. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense. I'm Glick. I was left stranded all on my own tonight. But that's all right. First hour was dog shit. First hour was fucking dog shit. I didn't really know what I was going to do. But however, second hour, y'all got me started on football. I try not to go off on changes on football because I understand not a lot of people like football. I understand that. It's okay. But that's all right. We're talking football tonight. You're going to have to fucking deal with it. Anywho, if you're not already, go ahead and check out the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, and TikTok. You can also join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 7 p.m.-ish on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And you can listen to us anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at. All at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. Or you can simply head on over to bio.link/nonsensical nonsense. Got all of them links there for you, including the links to our sponsors. And don't forget to use promo code words are hard if you check out our sponsors. And right before we went to break, we were talking about San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy, their quarterback that came out of nowhere last year and has just taken over, doing his damn thing, winning. Gold Fox is not shitting on him. I need to see a come from behind and win like Levy's did with a weak team. I agree. But we may never see that. That don't mean you can. I mean, that don't mean that we discredit Purdy for what he does do with the team he's with. That can be said about Favre's career. Because when Favre was in Green Bay, they had a squad. When Favre left, his career started to kind of go downhill a little bit.
Maybe. Yes.
Where did that come from?
Bad.
Okay. Just coming in throwing change on my desk. Then you got guys like, I think Tom Brady had the best offensive unit he ever had in his career when he was in Tampa. Yes, they put weapons around him in New England. Yes, he had weapons. But, well, he made people into weapons. He made people superstars. You see what happened when these guys would leave New England and go to other teams. Yeah. Yeah. But or you had aging guys that were up there in their careers and just wanted to one final run, I guess. Talking to you, Randy Moss. But yeah, you can't, whether he ever is on a quote unquote weak team and wins there and does what he does in San Francisco or not, you can't discredit the guy. Because at the end of the day, he's still putting up numbers, he's still putting up stats, and he's still putting up wins. And it doesn't matter if you're one of the best teams in the NFL playing one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Can you want me to keep this or can I throw it away?
You throw it away if you want to. Okay. It's not easy to win in the NFL. I mean, they lost to the Browns. San Francisco does have a couple of losses under their belts. They lost 3 in a row. They lost to Cleveland. Not saying Cleveland's a bad team, but you would have thought they would have come into Cleveland and knocked the dog shit out of us. They lost to Minnesota. Minnesota's been struggling this year. And they lost to Cincinnati as well. And then, they dropped 3 in a row, but then they get back on track and they've won the last 5 in a row. And they beat Jacksonville, Tampa, Seattle. They beat Philly, convincingly beat Philly. So, and they convincingly beat Dallas. So, you know, I wouldn't discredit him, but you just never know. One thing with with the NFL, as I said in the Pacino movie, any given Sunday, anything can happen, man. You never know. I would have never thought that of the 3 losses they had, it would have been Cleveland, Minnesota, and Cincinnati this year for San Francisco. But it is. And ain't no rewriting that and changing that because it is what it is. I think the kid looks great. I think he's an elite quarterback. This season, his first full season, he's absolutely tearing it up. And I guess you could add San Francisco because I'm kind of I've kind of found myself rooting for San Francisco more and more in the last few years. As another team I like to root for. Obviously, I'm a Browns fan through and through. That's my team. That's my squad. But I like to root for the Panthers. I like to root for Tampa Bay. And I guess now you can add Carolina or San Francisco to the mix. I can't even believe I didn't even mention them earlier because, again, I've been rooting for them for the last few years. Outside of the fact that if they're playing the Browns. So obviously, if they're playing the Browns, so, we know who I'm rooting for. But, CMC is my guy. I've been drafting CMC in fantasy football since I could draft the guy. Some years it's great. Other years it's a kick in the fucking dick because unfortunately, homeboy is injury prone. Homeboy is absolutely injury prone. This has probably been one of the better seasons for him. But I do like CMC. I like his brother too. I can't wait to see what JJ does in the NFL. I've loved watching the last few years in Michigan. The kid's been a monster, man. So, old Papa McCaffrey knows how to make some athletes. I can't wait to see JJ play in the NFL. I'm curious to see where he'll go in the draft. But I would love to see the opportunity for JJ and Christian to play together. I always like that in the NFL when brothers get to play together. I was really hoping that we would get to see TJ, JJ, and Derek all play in Pittsburgh together. But, JJ retired, so we didn't get to see that. And I don't even know where Derek is anymore. I don't think, Derek's not in. Where is Derek Watt? He's a free agent, so he's not anywhere. He's drafted by the Chargers. Oh, so Derek's currently not playing anywhere. I knew he wasn't with Pittsburgh anymore, but I think it would have been cool to see the three of them playing together there in Pittsburgh. That would have been pretty awesome. Just saying, my own personal feelings. It don't matter. Kind of surprised Derek isn't playing somewhere. I know he's a fullback, and most teams don't don't typically use fullbacks anymore, but nonetheless. What is this? But I think I've exhausted my football talk. Oh, maybe I will go jump on the old Twitch stream and play a little Call of Duty. So, oh my god, maybe I'll save that. Yeah, I'll save that for Saturday. If hopefully Jeff will be here Saturday. Uh, Sunday, Nikki and I celebrated our 1-year anniversary and went to dinner and went down to the square and seen the lights, and then we went somewhere else. I'll save that for Saturday night when Jeff's here so he can partake in the conversation. Some of the things I've seen. Well, no, some of the things we seen. And I just remember that one thing because I was talking about going to play video games. We had a good night out though. I think we had a good night out. We had a good time. However, I'm super excited because I just found out grand opening this weekend. We were talking about it here on the show. And again, this will probably get rehashed Saturday night. But I just found out grand opening is this weekend. We officially have a retro barcade here in town, right around the corner from the house. So I'm looking forward to Nikki and I checking that out at some point, hopefully very soon. Arcade games, retro games, beer. They got right now their food is a food truck concept. They do have a kitchen that they do plan on opening. Baby. Huh? You should apply up there for a job. At the barcade? You did what? Oh, shit. Fuck. Hold, please. What'd you do? Just saying.
Okay, you have a little Tiana.
I'm just saying. I've had that rug since I had my first apartment. All right, we're back. Mama spilled her ginger ale all over the bathroom. No, I'm excited. I love the barcades, man. And I'm excited that there's one here in town. And it's literally less than 5 minutes from my house. So I'm excited for that. I love the barcades. Not only that, but they're also opening another bar that I want to check out here in town. And it's an ode to the 20s. It's a speakeasy. So, or 20s, 30s, the Prohibition era. So, I want to check that out too. It's named after one of the guys who found my town, or founded my town, or was something where I don't know. He was a big deal when the town was new. But I want to check that out too. There's actually cool things coming to town, man. So, but no, I do. I really want to check it out because then they got like a food truck concept. There's a food truck outside, which the owner, one of the owners of the new bar, he owns the food truck. They do plan on using their, opening up their actual kitchen in the bar in the future, but they want to keep the same food. So it'll be like fun food, man. They're not gonna overdo it and have, goofy ass. Because there's like a brewery that we like to go to. The beer is really good. It's a little brewery, Ship Brothers, but their food is just a little too exaggerated. You know what I mean? They do got good pretzels, like the big bar pretzels, that you can dip into beer cheese and honey mustard and stuff like that. They do got good, but everything, it's just like, it's a pizza, bro. It's not a Picasso. It's pizza. Stop it. Or it's wings. Just maybe some fucking wings. I don't need all the other weird artsy fartsy shit. Just fucking make some wings. So they were saying that they want to keep it, the food, even with, they got the food truck outside, but you can go out there and order your food and come in and eat and play games and drink and all that jazz. But when they do open the kitchen in the future, they want to keep that same identity with their food. So I'm really looking forward to checking it out. I can't wait, in all honesty. I think that'll be super cool. I'm curious to see how they do the games, whether they'll just be unlocked and you can just play, because I've been in some barcades that are like that.
Have a group date Sunday fun day.
Huh?
We should have a group date Sunday fun day.
With
Rick and Leslie and maybe Shyla and her boyfriend.
we'll probably do that.
After the first of the year, obviously, since the holidays are.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're gonna be busy the next few weekends coming up. Yeah, you should apply there.
I heard you.
But I've been in some where the games are just all opened up. You know what I mean? You just walk up, and as long as nobody else is playing on it, you jump on it and play. I've also been in a couple where you have to go get tokens. You got to pay for tokens to play the arcade games. So I'm curious to see how they do it, but I can't wait to check it out. And here's the crazy thing about it. I actually thought the place was a goddamn church. The way the signage and stuff like that, it's called West Church Social. I thought it was an actual church.
No, it's just on Church Street.
It's just on Church Street. I got a notification. I downloaded this. Well, I didn't download. My ass downloaded this app called Newsbreak one day. And I really like the app because it's a news app, but you can make it, you get all the worldwide news and the trending news and sports and entertainment and politics and all that. But you can also set it to local and you pick your location. So you get the local news as well. Local sports, local entertainment, the bar scene, the food scene, crime, all that crap, what's going on locally in my town or my area. And I got that notification today about it, and I sent it to Nikki, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I thought it was a real church. I was like, these motherfuckers put a church anywhere, won't they? A bunch of fucking Jesus freaks. Nope, they're degenerates like me. They like to drink and play video games. And definitely not a church. It is a win-win at the end of the day. But definitely looking forward to checking that out. I think it'll be cool. Anywho. Dog's fucking ignoring me now. I think Cash just took her outside.
Oh.
I think that's what he yelled back here and said. I think he said I'm taking the dog out. And then I heard the door slam, so somebody went outside for something. But like I said, I want to check out the speakeasy too. I think that'll be really cool. We'll throw back to the Prohibition days, the olden days of my town. A lot of supposed to be a lot of history and whatnot in there to our town. So I want to check that out too. I think that'll be cool. I didn't say where that place was going to be. I don't know if you read the article or not. But there's a second new bar opening soon too. It's called Everett's.
Wow.
And it's like an ode to the Prohibition Day. So it's like it's set up like a speakeasy.
Nice.
But it didn't say where it was going to go or where it's going to be at. So I think that'd be really cool too. I think that'll be. I got cool things going on in town. I got cool things happening now, Miss Hughes, in our little town. I got cool things happening. You and your extra medium shirt with your fat ass. I don't know, maybe I'll do a short IRL for you for you guys when we go check out the barcade, because I won't be it'll be quick because my ass gonna be playing video games. I'll tell you that right now. I want to play some old school Pac-Man, some old school Galaga, fucking pinball or something. I don't know. I got high expectations for this place. I just hope they don't let me down. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't do much. Like I said, I don't do much to merit an IRL. And when we do go out, we're usually having so much fun that the last thing on our mind is fucking social media or phones or whatever. Might do a little Snapchat picture here and there, but I'll have to do a short one just to kind of show you guys the place. And be like, deuces, I'm out. I'm going to go play some video games. We'll kick her ass in some old school freaking centipeders. So, and we also got a new Axe Throwing place opening up here soon, or it might be opened up.
Hatchet House?
Huh?
The Hatchet House?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open.
Did it open?
Yeah, because the girl that they had train on that Monday was Susie, that I said was awesome, just never came back. And I asked Nick about her a week or so ago, and she went to bartend.
Oh wow. Yeah, we got an Axe Throwing bar that just opened up. And it's got a rage room in it. I want to go into the rage room. God damn it. Go in there and smash some shit. Ugh. But I'm also very competitive, which is not always a good thing. Because not everybody's as competitive as I am. But we got fun things to do around here. I mean, maybe we'll get some short IRLs down the road. After the holidays are up, we can get out and gotta get past this fucking holidays, man. Jeez Louise. We got two back-to-back trips to PA. Christmas and all that jazz. I'm just glad we're coming home on the second, but not the first. Watch Michigan play Alabama in the Rose Bowl. That's our house, goddammit, Alabama. That's a Big Ten's house. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things starting to happen around here. So maybe we can start getting out more next year. Checking out some of these local places.
Yep.
Maybe.
I said, yep.
I said maybe. I might be in Cancun. Or she might be in Cancun. I told me the other night. she might be in Cancun.
I'm gonna end it there for you.
Yeah, she said she's gonna end up in Cancun before I do. Yeah, well, I don't blame her. She's put up with me for a hot minute now. Just be doing the world a favor. Apparently, you're stuck with the kids.
Yes.
Anywho, I am going to wrap this up early. Maybe I'll get on Twitch. Maybe I'll go save the world for a little bit. I don't know.
Oh God.
What?
The West Virginia weekend stripper just got a job there.
What?
West Church Social.
Oh, really? Are you still friends with her on socials?
No, I was talking in the group chat to Shyla and Leslie.
Oh. Speaks volumes on what you look like if you have to go to West Virginia and you live in Ohio to work in a strip club. And we have strip clubs in Ohio. I mean, we had strip clubs in Ohio, trust me.
Well, apparently her dad is like the drug dealer in the area. So she can't strip in Columbus because he would know. So that's why she goes to West Virginia.
Yeah, that's somebody whose approval I want in life.
Yeah.
My bad, Dad. Sorry, I'm a stripper. You're a fucking drug dealer.
Yeah.
You're a fucking criminal. I'm not doing anything. Well, I mean, she may or may not be. I'm not doing anything illegal. Calm down, Tony Montana. Judge me if you will. I don't even know what the hell Brian's talking about right now. Apparently, he's retarded. Oh my God. The stories that come out of my freaking town. The people that live in my town. It is yeah, maybe. Yeah. Let me figure out if I'm jumping on there or not. And if I do, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, I think I may wrap this up. I've drugged this fucking thing on for as long as I could. Don't listen to the first hour. Enjoy the last hour and a half. The first hour is absolute dog shit. But I might go jump on and save the world for a little bit, for a minute or two. Have a couple more drinks. Jump on the old Twitcherooski show. I'm kicking a bottle of Nacho Daddy's root beer. Nice. So I don't know if you guys have seen this earlier, but I had this tonight. This is an Ohio based. It is a light beer. Calm down before y'all lose your fucking shit. Garage beer. I didn't realize that this was made in Columbus. I thought they were either north or south, like Cleveland, Cincy area. I'm gonna hit these guys up, see if they want to sponsor the show, become my new friends, send me a couple cases of beer for free, and let me talk about them on the show and drink their beer exclusively. If you don't drink garage beer, then fuck you. Nacho Daddy's root beer. It was actually a pretty tasty beer though. I did like it. I think I'm going to get me a 12-pack for this weekend. Or a 6-pack, whatever I can find. However, it is a light beer. It is 95 calories and 4 grams of carbs. It's only 4% though. So I can drink about 75 of these things and not feel anything. But nonetheless. Again, it doesn't matter if it's light beer, if it's whiskey or bourbon. I can still outdrink you with ease. I can drink way more alcohol than you can. It's all about personal preference. You know what? What you can't change is the fact that you got a baby ass beard and you can't grow a magnificent beard like I can. And you'll never be over 5'6". Challenge accepted. When do you want to do this dance? Challenge accepted. You've seen me drink on the show. Nikki's got one of the guys she works with that collects cans. She took him like 3 weeks worth of cans. It was a fucking one of them big ass like 50-gallon trash bags or whatever, one of the big black ones, and that son of a bitch was full to the top. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry, Brian. My bad. He said, I'm 5'9", you dumbfounded dipshit. My bad, bro. My bad. Either way, you'll still never be over 6 foot tall. All right, well, we'll do bench. We'll do bench. My bad, Brian. Like I said, you'll never have a magnificent beard, and you'll never be over 6 foot. So, however, I will give you credit because my other half Asian friend cannot grow facial hair to save his life, and I try to encourage him all the time to do it, and he just won't because it's like patch, fuzz, little fuzz, patch. I'm like, dude, we got to give it time. He's like, I look ridiculous, Click. I'm like, no, you look ridiculous because you're 7'8" and you're half Filipino, and nobody that's Asian is that big. I don't look homeless. I would look homeless right now. I need a haircut and I need edged up. But it's all about keeping it cleaned up and keeping it edged. I mean, even right now, my beard's still hair. It's my hair that makes me look fucking homeless. You can't see right now because I literally got out of the shower tonight and I threw a hat on. But plus it's dark. I got one strand that I got to get a hold of. Got it. There it is. But I got wings on the side of my head because the sides are growing out. I'm contemplating growing my hair all out again. I just don't know if I have the patience for it. Just plus there'd be a lot of gray in it. Like, well, okay, man. I mean, I can not get a haircut and see if I can have the patience to try to grow it all out. It's gonna look. I'm gonna look like a hot mess for a hot minute.
We already have wings.
I know I already have wings. It's going to get worse, especially since the top is already down to my shoulders. Thank God I did not get that trait, that family gene. I had a double whammy. Mom's side, they're all bald. Dad's side, they're all fucking gray before they were 18. I didn't start going gray until I was almost 40, and I still got a full ass head of hair. I do not look good bald. I look like a penis in witness protection, as Jeff says. But fuck Jeff. He's an asshole. I work around multi-billionaires, so I think it's okay. I think that's the biggest thing. People grow their beards out and they don't take care of it. You know what I mean? They don't get it cleaned up. They don't get it edged up. They don't they don't put product in it, and they don't brush it and all that stuff. And then they just look like fucking scrubs. Fuck you, Brian. You're not wrong. Brian said I'm a dick. Looks and attitude. And you're not wrong, but God, that irritates the fuck out of me, man. When I see a guy with a beard and he doesn't do anything with it, he don't take care of it. Don't wash it. You don't put like product in it, the oils and lotion or balm or whatever. It doesn't brush it, just grows a beard. And it's not edged up, it's not cleaned up. Like, bro, come on, man, stop it. Just shave your face. You look like an asshole. Can't fucking stand you right now. Same thing with your hair. I don't know. I'm weird about that shit. Dudes with long hair and big beards, if you don't take care of your shit, it drives me crazy. At least put a hat on. I wear a hat 99% of the time, so when my shit's out of control and looking crazy, at least I cover it up. Except when I'm at home. But even when I'm at home, I still have a hat on most of the time. I don't like my hair in my face. Plus, I got natural curls. And it gets real. I got a Jufro. Thanks, ancestors. Anywho. Nice. I don't remember what mine is. No, I do not have a perm. It's natural, Brian. No perm needed. It's not that tight. No, it's not that tight. It's not that tight. I'll have to come on here after I take a shower and not put a hat on and just let my hair go wild. It's not a tight curl. It's just a natural wave, I guess. I don't know. But it does like Nikki gets me stuff from Mad Viking. I don't know what my beard oil is that I have right now, but I've got conditioner. I got the bar soaps. I kind of commandeered her lotion. She's got it's a beard and body lotion. I only use it on my beard. What? But man, they all smell so good. Plus, I have to be careful because I have like hypersensitive sense of smell. I'm like a fucking bloodhound. I can smell everything and anything. Yeah, like I said, I'll have to not put a hat on when I get out of the shower one night and like send you a picture of my hair just dry natural. It's crazy. It's wild. But certain smells are like, I don't know what, whenever you put in the bathtub tonight, at the very beginning, holy crap, it was like an arrow right up my nose. I was out here sneezing my ass off for like
I'm sorry.
2 or 3. I know it's all right. It got better, but the initial scent, like that initial smell or whatever, because you know how everything is strong at the very beginning. It lit me up. I was like, but anywho, like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna go jump on the Twitch, maybe. Gonna save the world a little bit. Have a couple more beers. And then we'll be back Saturday night with a brand new episode. Hopefully Jeff will be here. And anybody else who wants to pop in, as you know, Saturday night is an open door. We still welcome everybody and anybody who wants to come in and hang out with us. If you're not already, go ahead and check out the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Come hang out with us live Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And you can also listen to us anytime, any place, all at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast, or you can simply go to BioLink/Nonsensical Nonsense. It's going to give you all the links to everywhere you can listen to us, everywhere you can watch us, and everywhere you can follow us. You know the drill. Give us a follow, give us a listen if you'd be so kind. Give us a share. And don't forget to check out our sponsors. And if you do, make sure you use our promo code WordsAreHeart at checkout. Get you a little bit of savings. It's always good. And not only will we be back Saturday night with a brand new episode of Nonsensical Nonsense, I will be back Friday night with a brand new Glick's House of Music. So hang out with me. I don't know what we're doing yet. It's Wednesday, and I haven't put any thought into it yet. I'll probably do what I do best and wait until the last minute and strive under chaos. But we'll be back. I'll be back Friday night with a brand new episode of Glick's House of Music, hanging out, listening to some fun tunes, and introducing to you guys some artists that you may or may not already know. That being said, I'm going to end the show with Magnolia Park featuring Platinum and Ethan Ross with Animal. Fun little ditty. I lost it. There it is.
Got a fever in my head and it's burning me alive. I can't keep this up with the animal inside. Got a fever in my head and it's burning me alive. I can't keep this up with the animal inside. Inside my mind, I'm slowly breaking free through lucid dreams. Day to day, I may just break. Safe to say, I ain't no human being. Unstable, my mood just swings. It's painful as you would think. My veins full of putrid things. Dark angels into instinct. Retribution, I'll fulfill a lot of my purpose while I'm getting through this. Something waking deeper than these depths of roots. Fever in my head and it's burning me alive. I can't keep this up like I have outside. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is real and who will fall? It's the time for growing up. What's the cost? What's the cost? Mirror, mirror on the wall, show me violence, give me war. I will die here by the sun. I am the animal. I am the animal. Mirror, mirror on the ceiling, then deep out of so conceited. Swear to God, I'm gotta reincarnate of a fucking demon. I'm afraid of what I'm feeling. I'm a psychopath. I'm afraid of what they'll see and what they do. I'm afraid of what I'm feeling. I'm a murderer. I'm a motherfucking animal. Got a fever in my head and it's burning me alive. I can't keep this up like I have outside. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is real and who will fall? It's the time for growing up. What's the cost? What's the cost? Mirror, mirror on the wall, show me violence, give me war. I will die here by the sun. I am the animal. I am the animal. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is real and who will fall? Where a time I'm going off. What's the cost? What's the cost? Mirror, mirror on the wall, show me violence, give me war. I will die here by the sun. I am the animal. I am the animal. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is real and who will fall? It's the time for growing up. What's the cost? What's the cost? Mirror, mirror on the wall, show me violence, give me war. I will die here by the sun. I am the animal. I am the animal.
Yeah, that's a good way to end the show right there. Oh, Magnolia Park featuring Platinum and Ethan Ross. Animals. Go ahead and check out Magnolia Park, man. Those guys are fucking awesome. They're a new band, and they kill that shit. With that being said, until Saturday, y'all be good or be good at it. And always remember 5 simple letters WWNND. What nonsensical nonsense do.